type of dilutions for your routine microbiology laboratories. See, 9:1 ratio, that is a 10-fold dilution, it is called as. Here, the same thing that we are doing, but in less volume. Whenever you are doing the molecular biology work, mutant selection is there, mutant screening part is there. Otherwise, recombinant, you need to check the recombinant efficiency or protoplast fusion efficiency. Then you will not be having huge number of initial samples, initial microbes. In that case, the most recommended is small scale doing serial dilution. The same principle is the same thing that what we do at 9:1, but here we will be doing 100 microliters, 900 microliters. That is the only thing. Here we will be doing the dilutions in append drafts. So on append drafts, we will be labeling as 10. There is a power 1, power 2, power 3. There is a power 4, 5. First labeling should be done. So label on the plates also, corresponding plates. The dilution factors should be labeled. These are the nutrient agar plates for selection. And see, 900 microliters. 900 microliters of broth is being taken over here. Sterile Luria broth. This is a sterile Luria broth. You can take sterile normal saline or sterile water also you can take. Now the culture recombinant here in this particular experiment will be taking the recombinant culture, that is 100 microliters. This is after regenerated, after the transformation, regenerated culture is there. After centrifugation, supernatant has been thrown and the pellet has been resuspended in the broth, and that recombinant culture is being diluted now. See, 900 microliters of Luria broth. To that one, we have added 100 microliters of culture. And it is gentle mixed by doing the vortexing, simple vortexing, not too much. From that one, we'll be taking 100 microliters further. It is further mixed by gentle vortexing. From that one, again 100 microliter. In classical microbiology lab, what we'll be doing, we'll be taking 9 ml of water. In that one, 1 gram or 1 ml of sample is added. That is also 10-fold dilution. From that one, subsequent serial dilutions are made. And like this, we'll be doing the serial dilutions. And this diluted, whatever the samples are there, now again your sample is gently mixed, and we'll be taking 100 microliters of sample from there. And this entire thing is being carried out in laminar airflow conditions, sterile conditions. Don't think that it is a open and this is one of spreading technique. You must be aware about only the spreading by using the spreader. Even with the loop and even swab also we can do. This is the, actually we have explained all three methods in microbiology sessions. Every time rotate by 45 degrees angle and do further streaking. You repeat till that complete air drop, water drop should be dried in that one. Yeah, now put it into the incubator. That is up, whatever the up lid down. And after the incubation, overnight incubation, that is 24 hours, 18 to 24 hours, you will be able to see as the dilution increases, the number of colonies decreases. See there, we got isolated colonies. And this is if you are, even if you are using the spreader also, you will get the same thing, same observations. But here in this case, whenever you are using the recombinants, actually where our interest is not to measure the accurate colonies, approximate how many we got, the yield to calculate, that is quite enough. Okay, this is to do the serial dilution. Generally, whenever you are getting a sample from field or pond or anywhere from outside, you will be doing the serial dilution. And whenever you are measuring the number of colonies, colony viable count in it, we have explained somewhere else. Generally, number of colonies, number of viable colonies that you have obtained by serial dilution into number, there is a volume that has been plated on it. Sometimes what we'll do that anyhow